definition of health is an interesting one because it depends what your frame of reference is. As a spiritual teacher, my frame of reference is whole person enlightenment, which is what we teach at the tree, and what we create an experience of bringing people to that. And that means optimal physical health, emotional, mental, and spiritual health. So that we become literally a superconductor of the divine. And as we are more filled with light, we're able to pass through that doorway of light to the higher levels within us. What I teach that supports that whole process is the 6 foundations and sevenfold peace. The 6 foundations are spiritual nutrition and spiritual fasting. And that, in essence, is at least spiritual nutrition is at least an 80% live food, organic, plant source only diet. That's high in minerals. We need minerals to make everything work in the body, the enzymes and so forth. Low in sugar, because the people who live the longest are the people who have the lowest insulin and leptin. Okay? High in water. We should be urinating about every 2 hours if we're drinking sufficient water. Made with love. And individualized to our unique constitution. So that's an optimal diet. Spiritual fasting is not really going to a place where we, while we're at the work site trying to fast. It really, that we have to detox to have an optimal effect on the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. And that we need to go to a retreat center usually to do that. And that's really the Tree of Life in Patagonia, Arizona is known as the premier place for spiritual nutrition in the world, actually. So that's one level. Second level is building prana or chi. And that includes the pranayama, breathing exercises, and it also includes the general life force energy. And we do that with a variety of yogas, as well as qigong and tai chi and so forth, and including sacred dance. The third is service and charity. And it's amazing how powerful both of those are in bringing our consciousness to a higher level where we feel the oneness in that service. The fourth, if people are ready, and not everybody's ready, is time with the spiritual teacher, and also reading the great scriptures and getting the essence of the energy behind the great scriptures. Okay? The fifth is what we call sacred silence. Meditation, prayer, mantra repetition, chanting. And the sixth is the awakening of the spiritual energy. What we call in the Eastern tradition the Kundalini, and what we call in the West is a Shekinah. And the sevenfold peace means peace with your body on all levels, peace with your mind, a quiet mind, peace with the family, that's relationships and your family of origin, but also relationships in general. Peace with the community, that's more political and social peace. Peace with all cultures, and then peace with the ecology, and peace with God. And all those make a 13. Why 13? Why not 12 or 14? Because 13 is connected to 13 acts of grace, and it helps us, because it's a slightly unstable number, helps us continue to progress. And it helps us transcend our astrology, which is really symbolized by the number 12. So when we look at this, we mean optimal health is evolutionary health, is health in which we are living in a way that helps us evolve as a human being and helps the planet evolve and brings us to physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health, where we literally become a superconductor of the divine. And the 6 foundations and sevenfold peace helps support the whole unfolding process.